This is how to use Polar Payments, the newest payment provider for software companies. They are really getting a lot of hype because they're so easy to use. In just a few lines of code, it just works. Especially compared to Lemon Squeeze nowadays, where they block a lot of businesses and there's a lot of issues and bugs. So yeah, this is how to use it. I'll show you an example. This is on one of my sites, vintify.com. Here you can generate like clothing pictures with human in them so you can sell more. And here we can show you the checkout of Polar. It looks super slick. Here we create a checkout link and then we go to the checkout super quick. Information is already filled in. And yeah, it just looks really clean and small, powered by Polar. Enter your stuff and you are paid. So yes, this is the Polar dashboard. Super clean as well. It is easy to set up. Good documentation as well. Here, let's check out the website, monetize your software, turn your software into a business with 6 lines of code, and this is actually true. Basically anything you need, like no bells and whistles, just anything you need to get started really quickly, no hassles. So let me show you how the code works and how easy it is to set up for a subscription website with React and Superbase. So yes, here we go. First, what you need is, of course, we need a buy button in your website that creates a checkout link that sends us to this page of Polar. And once we subscribe, the site of Polar, their backend checks if the payment is alright and if everything is okay. Then we need to get a message back from Polar, hey, the payment has been made, and we log that into the Supabase database. So first in Polar, you make a new account and you just enter your business name. For me, it was Vintify. You can do new organization, whatever. And it's just like in 1 step, 2 steps maybe. And then what you will do is you just create one new product. And here I'll do one for, I'll show you this 8 a month. Very simple, just add a name of the product. You can change this at any time and a description. And here is, I set it to monthly and then a fixed price of $8. You can then save the product and that is it, basically. Let's see. Yeah, then also you gotta generate your API key over here and you bring that into your project. So let's say if you're deployed on Vercel or Cloudflare or Netlify or your own server, you put that in environment variables. So when your code actually runs stuff, it has the variable to work with the API key. So the first function that you need, of course, the button, it needs a function in your front end to call a backend function or like serverless function. For me, it's called API/create checkout. And that goes to this function. And then on request, what we do is we check the authorization. And then create client, yeah, we check the email, whatever. Oh yeah, also what we do here, with the create checkout, we pass the package ID from the front end. So let's reload this page. Yeah, so the package ID of whatever button we click on, we pass, and like session user ID. And we pass that to the backend and then we check if that's correct. And then we import Polar from their package, and then we create checkout with those variables, those parameters, and then here Polar success URL. I think this is the webhook that Polar should call once they are finished and everything is all right. Here metadata, you can add the metadata here like this. This is also in their documentation, but if you need like an example how I do it, you can see it here, make a screenshot or pause the video. So then Polar, we will go to Polar and then, yes, okay, that will then receive a payment or an order on that product of the product ID that we add here, the package ID. And we have it saved on the bottom somewhere. Yeah, like these package IDs, it checks that, and it's the same package ID as we have here under products. And then maybe copy product ID. So it should be that one, and then Polar knows, oh, we're making an order for this one. It handles the order, and once it's all right, then you have to set up the webhook. You can add an endpoint, and here, for me, this is my website /API/Polar webhook, and then order created, subscription created, subscription updated. We are logging these events. So once these events happen, it sends that event and the information from it to our website on this domain, Polar webhook. And then what we just have to do is create an endpoint on our website for these events and then log them. So that's what we do over here. This is the Polar webhook. And then what you want to do is verify, of course, and then extract the information from the webhook, the user. And once we know like everything is all right, and we from the information that we get from Polar, we know that the subscription is paid and it is made basically, then we log that into Superbase and under the right user, and we add the right amount of credits basically, and you can save like any information from there, like the date and whatever. And yeah, in Superbase we made a function called process Polar order, and then we pass the information over here, and in Superbase this function then puts it in the right table under like transactions or something. And then we do some error logging. And that's basically it. So this is really, really simple for a Saas subscription. I've set up Stripe, I've set up Lemon Squeezy, and whatever. I even did like blockchain payments on Cardano, and by far Polar was the easiest to set up. Even if you do like single-time payments, I think where you don't need the webhook, it is super, super easy. Then you can probably just do it with this. That's probably all you need. So yes, that was Polar. If you want to check it out, how it works, if you want to see the checkout, you can go to fintify.com. Over here, let's see, are we zooming in? Oh yeah, here. This is the description. You can add more stuff here to increase conversion, and this is basically payment options. Add whatever you want, and then subscribe. So yes, if you want to see it in action, go to fintify.com, or if you want to subscribe, feel free. I would be super happy. Yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, you want me to show anything else from Polar, or like my tech stack, like React feeds with deployed on Cloudflare, Cloudflare pages with Cloudflare functions, and Polar basically, drop it in the comments. I'll show you. I'll make a video especially for you. Yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching. Subscribe and like, please. Bye.